Good evening. You know, I just have so much in me, um, but I forgot, so I'm going to have to end it right here. Hold on a second. Pretty cool, eh? Oh, I got to light it. Forgot to light it. It's just the hot air coming out of me. I'm just like a hot air balloon. Blow me up. That's why we all like getting a blow, because we've been blown up. We've been shoved into these bodies and we grew inside of them. We didn't grow outside of something. We grew inside us. Didn't we? You know what? I wish I was able to know what was happening in the first 9 months of my life. Wow. That'd be exciting. Oh, hey birdies. What's going on, birdies? I'm into redirecting. I'm going to redo whatever I can in this apartment. But right now, let me get on to this. Did I tell you about the 45-45, no 44, 45-45 in tennis? One of the first reasons is because normally, in accordance with the law of the count, and I will take his place right now and do the count, east, west, and north, south, according to what I have seen so far in most of the images that I've studied. If I'm wrong, oh boy, I'm in trouble. Everything moves by 10 degrees. 90 degrees up, 90 degrees down, 90 degrees to the center, 90 degrees back, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. But when the game of tennis starts, they put 15 up until 30. Well, one of the reasons is there's 30 eggs in an egg tray. 30, 30. And you know the goose laid the golden egg. Why? Alpha, omega. You had to have the golden egg. You had to have two of them. God is at the end of the rainbow, and that's why we never get there alive. All the colors that flash, that match. I follow God. Time of the 60s is coming back, my friends. This is a world of peace and love, and they showed it in the 60s, coming back in 2011. By 2016, you shall see the change. Anyways, because there'll be so much of a change that all these companies and all these buildings, no one's going to need them anymore, because we're not going to buy as much. We're going to see everything different. Okay. God, I lost it. Oh yeah, in tennis. Okay, so they get the two eggs. Okay, so now what happens is like this. It's like a clock. The first two moves, okay, are this way. The next two move is this way, 10 degrees. And the winning move goes down to the bottom, 60. 60 of whatever, 15, 15, 15, 15. What I'm trying to express is that 45 degrees is reserved, okay? It's reserved around the clock. It's 15 minutes on the clock. It's a 45 angle, and it's, what is that? You can see it. It's the 45 degrees and the 45 angle, and they're all reserved, okay, for the that's the way our Earth moves. That's the numbers God has for the Earth. God forbid he has to use it and somebody says, "Love 45? What the fuck? Earth must be coming apart because we're on the wrong angle." Don't confuse the angles of our universe with the angles on the Earth between the north and the south. And where is the northern star, my friends? Everybody sees it a little bit different, because the northern star to me is always in the same place. Anyways, what I want to say to you again is that the life of man is also 45. And I show this once, I'll show it twice, and I'll show it 10 times. 9 months of pregnancy for the eye birth. An eye birth means 9. So wherever the eye birth is, it's 9, okay? Now, where am I? On this dice here, okay, if you take a look at all these positions, okay, there's a total of 9 positions on this, in which only 7 are used, okay? And anyways, I just want to explain to you why the 9, okay? Now what you do is the total number, 1 to 9 on your telephone equals 45, which means the 9 lives of the cat equal 45. So 45 is not allowed in tennis. But wait, there's 2 of them. That's right, because when you play with 2 dice. You don't play with 1. In all actuality in the game, there is 3 dice, but one of the dice is always like this. Why? For the one Spirit of God. I don't know if I showed you before. The 6 is on this side, the 1 is on this side. Now if you move it over, we now have a 7 dice. That makes one world 7, and this one makes the other world 7. And there is nothing else that, those empty spots, there's nothing that fills it. The 3 dice, okay, is the 1 dice and the 2 dice together. The 5 dice, okay, is the 1 dice and 2 dice in opposite directions. The 4 dice, okay, is two dice this way and this way, okay. You see, the 4 dice, the 2 dice, and the 6 dice. 6, 2, and 4 equals the 12 tribes, okay? These dice don't have any center to it, okay? And the reason they don't have a center is because, like I said, everything is an island. So if you see 1 dot here, that's broken up into islands, okay? A, B, C, D. We're not going to go we're not going to go from A to I. We're going to just go A, B, C, D. And the system of creation, okay, works on a system of where the God is honored. So it begins at creation. So on the piano, we start at the letter C, okay, and we run it down, and I'm not going to start getting into piano. There's so much. There's just so much. What I want to show you is 2015. When you tear it apart, it looks like this. Lamed, 111, Lamed. I put it together like this because what I did is I removed all the top lines and the middle lines from all the 3 now. And I create this symbol over here. And if you take a look, we got the 4 corners, okay? Got the 4 corners. We've got a hole in here, and we got a hole here like a battery. And over here, we have center ice and all the lines. So this would be like a hockey rink, okay? And can you see and imagine, take a look here. If you attach it together, I didn't really want to do this to show you, but I better do it with an orange. Why not? Why not do it with an orange? Hey, everybody hear about that? Orange in French. Orange. Or ange. Or means gold. Ange means angel. That means the sun and the orange we eat is our angel in the heavens. Okay, so now we come up with, oh, get out of my way. How do I stop that? Ah, good. Yeah. Okay, now we end up with this. There are 2 X-Men fighting each other. I can design anything in there. But if you take a look, you know the ram? Look at the ram. Or is that a beef cow? You see what it is sideways? The V here right underneath my hand, this V here. That you can make into a beef cow if you want. 2 bulls, one against the other bull. V for life, V for life. Number 11 in the center. 11 versus 11. That's why it's covered over each other, right? And not only that, you're enclosed by another 11, right? But you know where that 11 comes from? It's pretty simple. God, 7, and the 4 angles, the angles of God's world, of one Spirit. And you come up with which dice? Did you figure it out yet? This is it. The 4 angles are the 4 corners of God, okay, of the 7 God which is in the center, in the 1 hole, okay, hold on, yeah, the 4 corners of the 7 God, he's in the center hole here, of the 1 Spirit, same hole, 71. So when you see 17 or 71, it's 1 Spirit of God. And in blackjack, stand on that number. What I want to show you next is the year 2015 in another fashion, in which over here, 20th letter in the alphabet is T, and if you want to add on the O to it, because it's the 20th, you can say it's just the O for T-O, or overtime, because there is overtime in this game, okay? And now what we do is we go to the O here, which is the 15th letter, but instead of using it as the 15th, right, we say it's the 10th and the 5th, which creates the word jeux, which means I, just like God said, I am who I am. But if God said I am who I am, what language was he talking? I made this joke before. Hi-am! What's up, Hyam? Because God is French, he doesn't pronounce his H. And neither do you when you ask all those questions. What, why, when. The reason you don't pronounce the H in these questions is it's because it's the hen of the hat of the hen, which is the nest of the hen. So you don't inflict anything with that H into a question that you don't know, because God knows and we should know all about the hen and the nest and our wives and our children. Okay? When is a hen? What is the hat? Why is the hide of the ass that got plucked? Okay? Which is a hitch. When you get on top, you hitch to her. You hitch to the bitch. You get a twitch. She knock you out. She put you in the ditch. You got to watch out now. Be very careful, okay? So we know 45 is sold. Sold out. No more 45s in this world. 9 legs of a cat is 45. 9 times 5 is 45, the average on the dice. And the center key, what is the center key on your telephone? The 5? 45 divided by 9? 5. Back to the center, back to the beginning. Area 5, position 1, number 7. No dice that you put together will ever create and cover all 9 spots. Okay? It'll never, you cannot cover these 2 spots, or you just can't. Yes, if you turn it this way, okay? But in cards, okay, the 3, okay, shows position. Because remember, there's digits and numbers, and then there's cards, and there's levels of the houses. So, and every single card explains a different story. The positioning of the images, although the value is the same, and it's only moved a little bit, it's because it's explaining of what the card is, and it has no choice. Because the 10 card does that. I mean, I can do both situations. Anyways, we're going to get on to, I already told you about the cotton candy, the swirl, the barber shop. Bar, 21 count, meaning beta spirit, and bear means to have a child, and that counts for 25, which means 1/4. Okay, or the 2 beta of the 5 spring, what is this? The what's it called? The 571 spirit right here. Okay, but 571 depends what the situation is when you're going to use it. Not only that, let me get back to the front pager. Barbershop, okay, with beta and the spirit and beta and the spirit angle together, they count for 46, which means man and angel. Which right away, barbershop, quartet, the way the ring, the blue and the red and the white. No one sees the white. Red, white, and blue, my friends, the barbershop. Another thing I just wanted to jump off, the word whole is 40. You know Monopoly, 40 goes around. And then you land on the 40th, you get money to keep going on go. But that go actually says 66 or God of Heaven, right? It says G-O. But don't forget, I told you, change that O for je. It means I. So it says God I. When you land on go, it says God I. Then you get 400 because now you get paid for each island in each corner. Okay. Anyways, we got to that. I spoke about cotton candy and auto to fish. But here's another thing I want to show you about cotton. I hope this video doesn't run out. You see the word cotton? Look what happens to it if you put another word, the same cotton, upside down to it. You get the tic-tac-toe board, okay? And at the same time, when the 2 T's touch, it says co-hen, the birth of that chicken, the hen, she's right there. Not only that, it says co-ten, cot-ten, talk-ten, talk-ten, CB radio codes, talk-ten, tick-tock, talk-ten. Tic-tac-toe. The mouse went up the clock. You know you gotta go. It's all right here, my friends. Not only that, there's even more pictures I have. But it's the year of the egg, 5775. The 5th letter and the 7th letter is E and G. It says E-G-G-E. Eggy, 5775. Yom Kippur. Thank you. There's a couple of more minutes. I hope I didn't leave anything out. Cotton, the talk of the 10, the CB codes, the swirl of 81, the core of the universe. In the North Pole, if they drill too deep, we're in trouble. There are so many intricate things passing through our earth. It's so amazing what passes in my mind. Do I really know?